something for me. Do something for me. Do something for me. Do something for me. Ooh, a party. Ooh, a party. Ooh, a party. Ooh, a party.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Who the hell is Ben Jones?
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio. Before we go any further, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is Pitcherfield with Absolute Baseball. In last night's action, it was the Yankees over the Angels 7-5, Toronto over the White Sox 4-2, and Colorado over the Mets 11-3. Tonight it's the Red Sox at Minnesota and Washington at the Phillies. Till next time, see you in the bullpen.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Thank you for that picture, Phil. Thank you to Ben Jones for hosting a rowdy pub element in the building this evening. I always get a bit scared when I come in and I can hear people upstairs drinking and carrying on and partying and stuff. He handled it well.
He's always good with them.
With drunks.
Yeah.
He is very good with drunks, partly because he is one himself, I think, is the main. Ben Jones, of course, is not a drunk. I know he's very litigious. He's not a drunk in any way whatsoever. He's the consummate professional. But I couldn't do that. I don't like people looking at me or having to talk to them. I can't do it. And so when you do those things, and I've done shows when you've got, like, people there, and it was always weird when we did Rise, okay, so you'd have, like, I'm trying to think what we had on there. Oh, you have, like, we had Shaggy on there. Not Shaggy.
It wasn't me, Shaggy.
No, it wasn't Shaggy. It was, who's the one that made pornos? It wasn't Coolio, it was Snoop Dogg.
Oh, does he make pornos?
Yeah, he makes pornos now. Yeah, he makes pornos.
The C-O-double-G?
Yeah, and it's like him with a spliff on.
No.
Look at the booty. And he came on. So he's on the show, right? I rapped with him. I freestyled. I beat him.
That's amazing.
I wish I had a video of it, because I totally beat him, and he gave me ultimate respect. But so you're talking to him, and because the camera's on, it's like, fine, so tell us about his new record. Tell us about the pornos. And then it goes to the adverts, and then I've got nothing to say to him. So I'd be looking at my notes, going, just be within a second, and I'd do a bit of earpiece acting, pretending the director was talking to me. Actually, be like, yeah. With you in a second, Shaggy. Coolio, what's your name? Snoop Dogg. Yes. Okay, lovely. So I couldn't do what Ben Jones was doing tonight, because he had to talk to them during the records, apparently.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear, no, thank you.
Make small talk with strangers.
Make small talk with strangers. I'm going to write a book called Make Small Talk with Strangers. That's
good things to say.
No, it's going to have nothing to do with making small talk to strangers. Just be a catchy title that I think people...
Oh.
So, the last few nights I've come into the studio, I have had to... I have a microphone in front of me, and it has a muff on it. I don't know what the technical term for that is.
It's a muff.
It's a muff. And the muff has not been on. So I have had to apply the muff myself. And I don't like doing it. It sets my teeth on edge. I don't like touching it. And now I'm thinking about touching it. Oh, God, my teeth have gone, because I'm thinking of all the things I don't like. The two things I hate touching most of all that set my teeth on edge. Cotton wool.
Oh, yeah.
I can't touch it. And you've got to pull it apart.
Oh, pulling it apart is horrible.
Oh, God! And the worst one, and I don't think I've done it since I was a kid, but thinking about it makes me very uncomfortable and unhappy. You know toothbrushes? Of course you know toothbrushes. Mm-hmm. Imagine getting the brushy bit and biting on it and chewing on that. Oh, terrible! I couldn't do it!
Like, you know, when some kids suck the water out of it. That.
They do what?
Have you not seen them? They go at the end.
Jesus. My teeth are horribly on edge now. Oh, cotton wool! Imagine having to eat cotton wool! Oh, jeez!
Oh, that's or God. Tin foil. Eating tin foil.
Tin foil gives you electric shocks.
Does it?
Yeah. So, tonight, dear listener, there's many questions again, but I want to know, what things can't you touch? What things set your teeth on edge? I'm not doing a Steve Smith there. That's actually how I speak when my teeth are on edge. What things set your teeth on edge? Let's just compile a nice, lovely list of things. I've just seen a trailer for a film called Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if you...
I'm busy. I know, there's a screening next Tuesday. I'm busy. I'm going to a solicitor's. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get a will done. Not for me, it's my mum. I'm taking my mum. She's not all there. I'm going to get him, hoping that the solicitor won't notice, I'll get it all put in my name. Yes!
Haven't you got a sister?
She's not there. She's not there. I'll tell her it's done. Then when Mum dies and they'll read the will, sorry, Joe, it was what Mum wanted. I get all of her money.
Horrible.
And a collection of Buddhas. So I can't go on Tuesday, but Hot Tub Time Machine looks hilarious. Chevy Chase is in it. John Cusack is in it. I've just tweeted John Cusack, just saying you filmed Hot Tub Time Machine looks awesome.
Do you speak to him?
No, it's the first time I've ever done it. Let's see if he gets back, because apparently he's mental.
Yes, of course, I remember you saying.
So that looks good. If anyone's seen Hot Tub Time Machine, I want a Hot Tub Time Machine update. It looks hilarious. Anyway, so that's the first thing. The two things so far. Hot Tub Time Machine and what sets your teeth on edge. The third thing, and I've got other stuff, but we'll start off with these this evening. 0330 123 1215, by the way, it's the phone number. New callers especially welcome. I went for a walk this afternoon, and just around where I live, Muswell Hill, and I saw a little pathway that I'd never noticed before. I'd never noticed this pathway before, right? I thought, I'm going to walk this pathway. Listen, I'm a man, I'll do what I want, and I'm going to walk this pathway. And I walked this pathway, and it said it was like a nature walk. It was a little bit of a grotty nature walk. There were some trees there. There was also two old gentlemen skinning up a joint. And when they saw people walk past, they kind of like put it to their side. Then when they saw me walk past, they didn't bother putting it to the side. They just carried on skinning up. And it was a little bit grotty, and it smelled of wee-wee and stuff, this thing. But there was a lovely view of London. And then I was walking, it took me about 35 minutes, and I couldn't work out where I was. And I was saying to myself, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. And then I came out. And when I came out, and I'm not going to say where I came out, because my wife may be listening, and I'm going to take her up this alley. Excuse me. Thank you. That was a deliberate joke. I'm going to take her up this alley, so she'll be surprised as well. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on a second. Told you. Excuse me. But I had no idea. I couldn't work out. Even now, I can't work out the physics and the geography of how I got from this one place to this other place via this path. I can't work it out. I came out in this really odd... It's like, how did I get here? And where I came out, I've often driven past it and thought, I wonder what's down there. And now I know what's down there. It's a mysterious nature walk with old men rolling J's. So this is I'm going to try something a little bit vague and non-specific tonight, and maybe this will work, maybe it won't. I want your stories about pathways and ending up where you weren't expecting to end up. That's it. Kind of quite simple, but mainly pathways. I want your stories about pathways. It can be anything to do with the pathway up to your front door, secret path, anything like that. Stories with pathways. Hot Tub Time Machine. And what was the other one?
What makes your teeth go on edge?
Oh, I was deliberately trying to forget that one. 0330 123 1215. Press button 1. You'll speak to Eloise. If she likes you, she'll call you back. And new callers are especially welcome. We'll speak to you after Florence and the Machine. I started that too early. I ran out of breath. Ross is in Crystal Palace. Good evening, Ross.
Oh, hello.
Hello. What can we do for you, my friend?
Dunno.
Oh. Well, you've called us.
What's the topics?
Well, you just heard me talk about them.
Oh, yeah, the mouth thing.
Yeah. Ross, I got the feeling that you've kind of called in just on the off chance that something might be happening, and you don't really know what's going on, do you?
My friend told me to call in.
Well, why? Who's your friend?
Jack.
Well, Jack sounds like Are you eating, Ross?
Yeah, I'm eating popcorn. Sorry.
Okay, here's an idea. Don't.
Okay.
While we're talking on the phone. A little bit rude.
Sorry.
Although I was eating pizza the other week while 15 people were listening to the show, so that's doubly rude. So Jack told you to call in.
Yeah.
And you'd never heard the show before?
Yeah.
Right,
like
so
4 years. Well, 3.
Okay. But anyone else struggling with this? I am. But so Jack, who's Jack?
What you want a second name?
You're still eating, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stop it!
Okay.
Stop eating!
Okay.
So I don't know what you want, Ross.
Can I do a shout out?
No, you can't do a shout out.
Bye.
Can I tell you something, Ross? He's gone. No, I've got to call him back. I've got to call him back. That was, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst call we've ever had. Ever! and he needs to know this. Be with you in a second, Gemma Kresk.
Oh, hello.
Hello, I'm just going to call Ross back and tell him that was a terrible phone call. One second.
Oh, okay then.
So you stay there, don't worry. Hello, is Ross there, please?
Yeah?
Ross, this is Iain Lee. You're on the air. That was the worst phone call I've ever had in almost 6 years of phone-in radio.
Oh,
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
Jeez, man, come on, you've got to try harder.
My mum's downstairs.
I couldn't care less. Stop trying to bribe me.
So,
So did she not know you were phoning up?
no.
Oh, no, so now the phone's rang and you're busted.
No, it's my mobile.
Okay. Well, what is crazy... How old are you, Ross?
15.
Okay, that explains a lot. Gemma Kresk, you're going to be better than Ross, aren't you?
I'll try to be.
You couldn't be any worse. You couldn't be any worse if you said nothing, Gemma Kresk. You sound delightful. Where are you calling from?
Well, I'm just driving home, actually. Well, my boyfriend's driving me home because he's a gentleman.
Is he a gentleman, Gemma Kresk?
He's a very nice gentleman.
Okay, well, then we'll take that as read then. Where have you been? Anywhere exciting?
Oh, we just went to the cinema in West India Quay.
Did you see Hot Tub Time Machine with John Cusack?
No, we didn't go see that. We went to see Century Junction.
Oh, the Ricky Gervais film?
Yeah.
Any good?
Well, I thought it was very good, but my boyfriend wasn't too impressed.
Oh, I didn't say it wasn't good. Hang on. I didn't say it wasn't good.
Yeah, all right, calm down.
It wasn't a feel-good movie.
It's quite bleak, apparently, isn't it?
Well, I thought it was a feel-good film.
Okay,
It had a happy ending.
So your boyfriend didn't get a happy ending?
Yeah, well, I thought that it was like... Did you just say it was bleak?
This is what I'd heard it was, yes.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's a good bleak movie.
Yeah, bleak is good.
But when I said it's not a feel-good movie, because it's bleak, Gemma, my girlfriend, think that meant that it's not a good movie.
What's your name, my friend?
My name's Alex.
Alex, it sounds like there's a little bit of tension between you and Gemma this evening.
Yeah, you might witness a breakup in a minute, but hey, that's good radio, right?
Hey, listen, man, it's good radio, and that's life. These things happen, real life, real London.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who knows? I might even crash.
Well, no, that would be... Let's not go that far. We don't want... Well, hang on a minute. If you weren't killed, it would be... No, it wouldn't be all right. So you enjoyed it, but you thought it was bleak. Gemma thought it was feel-good.
Yeah. No, right, okay. Right.
Yes.
You'll agree with me on this, I reckon.
Okay.
Basically, there's 3 different things that can happen in life in that movie. One is you can run away and live a fantasy life, which doesn't work.
Right. Don't tell us the ending. Alex, you mustn't tell us the ending. I think they're advertising with us and they'd be awfully upset.
I'm not going to tell you the ending.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you principles in the film.
Okay.
Not to feel good.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd give you a formal spoiler warning.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, if you run away, that won't work because you'll run out of money.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the film, just in life, that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
The other thing that could happen to you in the movie, but I'm not going to tell you what happens to any of the characters.
No.
The other thing that could happen is you work really, really hard and chase money and you end up rich.
Right.
But it's very unfulfilling, so you don't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And the other thing that can happen is you don't work very hard, you end up not rich, and you don't enjoy it because you haven't got any money.
Yes.
And all 3 of those options just seem a bit crap, and that's why it's bleak.
Okay.
It's a good movie, because it's got good characters and good development and all the rest of it. Ricky Gervais isn't in it very much.
Yeah, I know, I heard that, and I think that's a little bit... People want to go and see Gervais in the film, don't they?
But Gervais wouldn't be good in this film, because it's not a comedy.
Isn't it a shame, Gemma and Alex, that they gave the Film 2010 gig to Claudia Winkleman, because you two arguing about films whilst driving home would make excellent... I would stay up and watch that at 11:20. I would totally watch that. Gemma?
Yeah?
Why don't you... how old are you, by the way?
I'm 18.
OK, well, why don't you gently pleasure Alex while he's driving you home? Come on, try and ease the tension a bit.
How can I use the tension?
By gently pleasuring him.
By pleasuring him?
Come on, listen, it's a little bit of naughty driving. No, as long as you're not going too fast.
Probably not a good idea, but we did have a thought that we could bring in, and you give us, like, your favourite sex position or something, and then we call you back when we've tried it and review it on another night when I'm not driving. Well, we could do that if you want on another night.
OK, Gemma and Alex, it's certainly something to think about. Man alive, my mum would be so proud of me.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee. Iain Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
You've been acting awful tough lately.
Marina and the Diamonds is becoming my favourite act of the moment. I think she's brilliant, isn't she? I've still not seen her yet. Apparently she's a very nice-looking lady. Roy Monkey, go and make a cheese toastie now. Put some beans in there. Facebook.com/Iain Lee Show is the internet phenomenon where you're all welcome to join. I've just seen more pictures of Cougar Pammy. Charlie's in the Ashford. Good evening, Charles.
Hello.
Hello, Charles.
Hello.
Hello there, Charles. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had a really... What a lovely day it's been.
It has.
It's been a little bit cloudy, but then it got hot, and I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I've been stuck in a bar all day working.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I've been doing nothing all day apart from listening to records on a proper dance set record player in my spare room. I got it set up. I put some records on. Beautiful!
That's an easy life, isn't it?
It is an easy life being a lanky idiot with little talent getting paid silly money to talk nonsense for 2 hours a night, 4 nights a week. Anyway, Charles, I believe you've got a pathway story for me.
Yeah, where I live in Virginia Water, I was trying to take a shortcut to get home.
Yeah.
Because it's a 20-minute walk.
It's too long. It's too long.
There's this wooded area, and I basically tried to take a shortcut through it, and it resulted in me ruining my jeans by falling into a bog.
Oh.
And because I live in a pub, I walked through the door and had a load of drunken men laugh at me.
See, hang on a minute. There's too many parts of this story, Charlie. You're blowing my mind. So, hang on. You weren't drunk when you fell over?
No, I was just on my way back from my friends.
But how did you fall? Was it dark?
No, because there was just, like, moss on the ground and
moss,
stuff. I just fell through this bog.
Oh, dear.
I know.
And the drunken men... You live in a pub?
Yeah.
Is that... How old are you, Charles?
18.
Okay. Well, I suppose at 18, that's kind of a cool thing. Can you sneak a few shots without your parents knowing?
Yeah, I can do.
Well done you, sir. I bet you get quite a bit of action as well, don't you?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
I know, it sucks, doesn't it?
It isn't.
Well,
that would be the
it
problem, yeah. It will happen. Hey, listen, man, you've got the greatest currency in the world. You live in a pub.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much cooler than that. I can tell you that for nothing.
No, all I need is that record player you've got, and then I'll be happy.
No, you don't. Listen, I was watching a very weird programme this evening that was on BBC Two called Electric Dreams. It wasn't the movie of the same name. It was this weird thing. And all the time I was watching it, I sat there with my wife. I'm going, why are they doing this? Why? And what it was, they got a family... a normal family from now, and they put them in a 1970s house. Now, what that means is they had to dress in 1970s clothes, they had 1970s hair, and they had 1970s gadgets. And every couple of days, it would move forward a year. So it started in 1970, then, like, by the end of the week, it was 1971. And every time it moved forward to the next year, they would bring in some technology from that time, like a calculator in 1976 and all of this stuff. And I was watching it, and I was thinking... Right, first of all, this is kind of how I live my life. My spare room is a retro heaven with, like, loads of old video games and record players and CBs and stuff like that. But I was thinking, why have they made a TV programme about this? This is utter nonsense. And they go, TVs used to break down up to 5 times a year. But yes, so why are you telling me that? You didn't say it, did you, Charlie?
No, I didn't.
End of that conversation.
Sorry. Me and my customers came up with an idea for a good TV show.
Oh, go on, what have you got? Can I present it? I'll be in it. I'll do it. I won't be cheap.
Actually, that'd be brilliant.
I'm there.
It's like Big Brother, except we lock loads of customers into a pub and the public vote them out.
That's not bad. My friend came up with one years ago that I thought was very good called Hostage, right? And so you'd get all these people that had at some point in their life applied to appear on a television show like Big Brother or something. And you would somehow contrive it that they're all on a flight, okay? And then this flight would take off, except it wouldn't really take off, but you'd fix that. And halfway through the flight, they'd get taken hostage, right? And the people at home would vote for who they wanted to get booted off that day, right? And that person would then get dragged off the plane and chucked off the plane, and everyone else on the plane would think that they had been killed, right? And so it would get more and more terrifying, more and more tense, until there was one winner at the end, the one survivor. So everyone would survive, no one would die, of course. And he'd come out and they'd go, surprise, it was all a joke, the airplane hadn't really left, you've won £100,000. That's not bad, is it?
No, we could go one better, though.
Yeah, go on.
That with politicians.
Well, listen, in these trying times where we're not allowed to mention the P word or the E word or the C word, we'll move on. Charlie, thank you very much for that. Joshua is in the Epping. Good evening, Joshua.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm fine, my friend. What can I do for you?
Just a quick one.
Okay.
A little joke about sheep and horses.
Okay, it's a very bad line. It's a joke, did you say?
A joke, yeah. Sorry, I'm just driving. I'll drive slower now.
Well, I don't care how fast you drive, but it's okay. Let's hear a joke about sheep and horses.
No, cheese and horses.
Okay, now listen. We don't normally allow people to call in with jokes, Joshua, so it better be a humdinger, otherwise you're in trouble.
It's very witty.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, what type of cheese would you hide behind the horse?
What type of cheese would you hide behind a horse? We can work this one out. Hang on a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Camembert, brie, cheddar, Stilton. It's something to do with tails, with dung. I don't know. Go on. What is it?
Mascarpone.
There is a reason we don't allow jokes and poetry on the radio. Because generally, they are complete and utter pony. Sam in Stevenage, Kitty Go Lightly. Coming up next, and maybe you, 0330 123 1215. Thank you. I'm sounding too slick these days, aren't I? Kitty Go Lightly!
Oh, I love the echo.
Yeah, so do I. I like it a lot. If only we could use it in real life. But you'd have to live in a canyon to be able to do that, or atop a mountain. And it's illegal to make a loud noise atop a mountain. Why is that, Kitty Go Lightly?
Because you would cause an avalanche.
An avalanche. If I ever have a daughter who's half French, I'm going to call her Avalanche. Kitty Go Lightly, what can I do for thee?
I'm wondering now under which circumstance you'd have a daughter that's half French.
Well, I'd make love to a French lady and impregnate her with my strong English seed. That's what the circumstance.
Putting pictures in my head that I really don't want.
It's a good picture.
Thank you.
It's a good picture. Have you got a message for Harry Trowbridge?
Oh yeah, stop following me around the internet, you freak.
For those who don't know, there is on the Facebook page, Harry Trowbridge is determined to out Kitty Go Lightly as, in fact, he says here, Kitty is a fake, Ian. I outed her last week. I don't know why he's outed you. What, you post on another forum? What?
Yeah, basically, I use a different name on a different forum.
You use different names and you go on a different forum? What the hell is this? A free country or something?
I know. It's ridiculous.
It's coming from Harry Trowbridge, a man who doesn't put a picture up on Facebook, and that's probably not his name either, if we're completely honest. So.
Well, I have suspicions that he may very well be Gary from Bristol.
Oh, it could be Gary from Bristol, or it could be Sam Wilkins. It could be any of these fruitcakes. There are a load of fruitcakes out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, Kitty, I love you.
Thank you, darling. I love you very much too.
Excellent, excellent stuff. Now, what sets your teeth on edge, lady?
As you know, when I was telling Eloise what it was, I couldn't even think of it because it was putting my teeth on edge already. Wooden things that you would put in your mouth.
Really?
Yeah, like wooden spoons or chip forks or lolly sticks.
That's because I always found a wooden spoon in my mouth quite comforting. My mum used to have a very nice wooden spoon that you would, when she made cakes, I would lick that. I'm sorry. I know, to get the cake mixture off. And it's all delicious and it's very comforting. But that doesn't work for you, Kitty.
No, it's vile. It's really, really horrible and unhygienic as well.
Well, I don't know about unhygienic, for goodness sake, but if you clean it, you can clean wood, can't you?
Not like porous wood. I mean,
would you clean my wood?
Deep into it.
Sorry?
I'd clean your wood good and proper, but I wouldn't put it in my mouth.
Okay, well that's fair enough, and that would be unhygienic. It's weird. The human brain is an odd thing, isn't it? Why? I don't know why these things happen. Did you have a bad experience with a wooden spoon as a child?
Not that I remember. No, I've been like it for as long as I can remember. I just can't even touch them. There's no wooden spoons in my house. I have big plastic ones from IKEA.
I like wooden spoons. Yeah, and you can't eat the chip shop thingies.
No,
little
chip forks, no. I even have a problem with, if I go to the Japanese restaurant, I have a problem sometimes with the wooden chopsticks that you have.
Oh, well, quite often you get like plastic ones in Japanese places, so that should be all right. And you can request forks in Japan. Hey, well, I found out the other day, we're walking through Muswell Hill, where I live, North London, and with me and my wife, and we both went at the same time. Oh no, our favourite noodle place is shut down. We were gutted, and we both went, oh no, noodles. It's not called Noodle Doodle. We used to call it Noodle Doodle because it's kind of a fun thing to call it. It was called the Hot Pot or something. No, not the Hot Pot. That's Betty from Coronation Street. It was called something. It was noodles, is what I'm saying, and it's closed down.
That's very unfortunate. I think maybe you should open one and call it Noodle Doodle.
Do you know what, Kitty? It's exactly what I'm going to do. Tomorrow.
I'll come and open it for you. I'll cut the ribbon.
Please
no one
do.
will care because it's just me.
Yeah, unless you're too busy.
Harry Trowbridge.
Unless you're too busy posting on another forum under a different name, you weirdo.
Scandalous.
Ta-ta, Kitty.
Bye, darling.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee. Iain Lee. Ah, salute. Radio.
It's Sam in Stevenage.
Iain.
Hello, Sam. Barry, be with you in a minute. I'm going to talk to Sam first. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's with the stuff that makes your teeth just... just thinking about it just bugs me.
Hang on, sorry, Barry?
Yes?
Is that you making that noise, that clicking noise?
No, that's someone else's teeth on edge, I can only imagine.
Okay.
That man Sam.
Yeah. Could you just stop, Barry, while I'm talking to Sam? It's a little bit rude.
Okay.
Thank you, Barry.
Thanks, Barry.
I'm not in the mood for messing around tonight, either of you, so both of you, stop it.
I ain't clicking
nothing.
nothing.
I can hear it clicking. Sam, is it you clicking?
I'm not clicking.
I can hear it's you, Barry.
I'm flicking something. Is that the same? I'm flicking it something quite vigorously in the kitchen.
Could you...
Flicking...
About a light switch.
Could you stop flicking it, please?
I'm not flicking it, I'm not clicking it, scratching it, knocking it.
Leave it, don't even look at it.
I'm not even looking, I'd never look at it in the kitchen, it's unhygienic. Carry on.
Sam!
I don't know what it is, but like, just any piece of, you know, people that get like their t-shirts and put it in their mouth and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just thinking about it just makes me feel just, I don't know what it is, but I remember just being at school and putting my my school shirt in my mouth, and just the feel of it as I pulled it out just made me. It does my head in.
Listen, I know I don't. It doesn't have that effect on me, but I know the trauma. Does pulling cotton wool apart have any effect on you?
See, no, that I find really like interesting. I could sit and just do that for ages. I like the feel of it.
It's weird, isn't it?
Interesting.
I'm talking to Sam, Barry.
Oh, sorry.
Interesting was the wrong word, but it's just...
actually,
I don't know.
It's a good point Barry raised there. You'd find it interesting.
Yeah. No, interesting was the wrong word.
But
what was particularly interesting about that?
It was the word you used, Sam, so you have to now back it up.
I think, really, if you are going to come on the national radio and use words like interesting, despite pulling some cotton wool apart, it would be nice if you expanded
on it, you know.
Sure, yeah, I mean, like the physical properties of cotton, just, you know, when you pull it apart and it just...
Fascinating, yes,
absolutely.
All right, Barry, so stop giving him a hard time.
Sorry, I'll carry on flicking.
No, stop flicking. Don't even look at it.
Sorry. Oh, right, okay.
Is it... Cover it up.
Well, funnily enough, I'm finding that quite interesting, what I'm looking at. It resembles cotton wool at my age.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So, Sam, is there anything else that sets your teeth on edge? Or
well, I kind of understood what Kitty was saying with the lollipop sticks as well. That kind of feels weird. But
I like lollipop sticks, and I like breaking lollipop sticks up in my teeth.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. That would make me...
Hey, I can, with, you know, the stalks on cherries?
Yeah.
Is stalk the right word? The sticky...
Don't ask him, he can barely speak.
Barry, is stalk the right word for cherries?
I'm not sure.
I can put them in my mouth and tie them into a knot with just my tongue.
Oh, my God.
It's true. It's a true story. Based on a true story. Based on a true story.
That's just weird.
Well, Sam, go on.
I was going to say, the other thing I had was with the paths that lead to, like, weird places.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't so much a weird place, but I'd gone on those sort of school trips when I was in school.
Yeah.
And you know, like I don't know if you've ever been on them, but where they send off like different activities you can do, and there's like orienteering and stuff like that. We did that, and we ended up about 2 hours away from the actual place we were supposed to be staying. We kind of read the map wrong, and we ended up about 2 hours away. They had to basically call not the police, but like
that's one step down from the police.
Kind of like the people that sort of failed the entry level to thing for the police. So
And they come and rescued you.
They sort of, it wasn't so much like all lights blaring, but they found us.
This is tomorrow's show. Sam. Thank you. Have you ever been rescued? I'm going to jot that down in a minute because that's excellent. Orienteering is weird. How do they expect you to find your way with a map and a compass? It's not possible. If you're in the woods, if you're like in a town, it's easy. You can ask someone. If you're in the woods, how are you supposed to do it? Oh, because the map says there's a hill, but I don't know where I am. I don't know which way is what.
We're about 10 at the age as well, so 2 10-year-olds and a map doesn't really go
2 10-year-olds and a map wouldn't be able to do it these days, would you, Barry?
No, you'd need a flipping app on your phone thing, wouldn't you?
Well done.
Probably to get out of bed.
Yeah, Sam. Sam, thank you for that.
No problem at all.
Cheers with this. Take care, Barry. What do you want, mate? You've come on with a slightly arsey attitude this evening.
No, it wasn't
flicking
arsey.
away. Let me talk. My show.
Yes.
Flicking away in the kitchen, being rude to that young man there, who was actually a very nice young man and was trying to make a valid point. And you're butting in with your nonsense. Or always going to need an app. But what is your problem?
Well, first of all, that young man could barely converse. I did not fight for this country, admittedly, but if I had, I'd be disgusted.
Yes.
What I wanted... Yes.
Go
what
on.
I want... Yes.
Go
what
on.
I want... Yes.
Go on!
Yes.
Go on!
What I was phoning about was things that set your teeth on edge.
Okay, well, what set your teeth on edge? I'm assuming this is not when they're in the jar by the bed. Huh?
I've got a full set of 3 or 4 fine teeth.
I've seen your teeth. They are quite unusual.
They are horrific. I can't actually bend a stalk around my teeth.
No.
There's not enough of them to do that. But, no, what sets my teeth on edge, I love my darling wife so very, very much.
Margaret. She's a wonderful lady.
I've stroked her hairs. I've bathed her. I've washed her hairs. I've conditioned her hairs. I've styled her hairs. But if I find one on a piece of soap, I'm virtually sick. It's I can run my finger through her hairs.
Yeah.
But to find one curled up on a piece of soap, it makes me gippy. That's it.
When I go to use public toilets, not like the dirty ones.
This sounds like it's going to be horrible, but go on. You like to brush the errant hair from the seat. Is that what you're going to say?
I am going to say that. In, like, restaurants and stuff like that, if I go to the toilet, like, and stand up and do a tinkle, and but then I notice that the person prior to me had left some tinkle on the floor or on the seat or some hairs.
A clinker, did you say?
A tinkle.
Oh, a tinkle, yes.
If they'd left some, like, wee-wee on the floor or on the seat or like, hairs...
Yeah.
I have to clear that up for fear that the next person will come in and think it's me that's left it.
I'm very much the same. I've often gone in search of a mop and made a day cloth.
I've not done that. I just wipe
it a quick once over.
I've not done that. I've just wiped it down with a bit of toilet paper.
Or a wee. Or
yes.
just, even blown off. But,
yes,
it's
that's lovely. Well,
yes,
okay.
Now.
Well, yes. So, anyway, good. Got there.
Now.
In the end.
Yes.
Right. So.
Are we winding up?
Yes.
Thank you.
The end.
Winding up.
Now it's coming up.
Thank you, everyone. That's it.
No night, Barry.
No
night, Barry.
No
night. No night, silly old sod. 0330 123 1215. Pathways. Give us calls about that, please. Thank you.
I was perched outside in the pouring rain.
Smeg89?
Hello.
What kind of name is that?
It's my username.
Well, did you email me at the Lost Initiative?
Yes, and you used my theory.
What was your theory? It was did Tom? For those who don't know, I do a vodcast about the television series Lost. That's very, very geeky, but is a lot of fun, particularly if you like the television program Lost. And Tom read your theory out, didn't he? Geeky Tom.
Yeah, the Egyptian one about Set and that.
It's rubbish.
And you were both completely dissed it. It wasn't that bad.
It was all right. But why does Smeg89... Oh, no, you're a girl. We thought you were going to be some horrible, fat, middle-aged, balding bloke who... How old are you, Smeg89?
20.
OK, I can say the sentence, masturbates into a sock. That's what we thought you were. And it turns out you're a half-decent sounding young lady who's doesn't sound too bonkers, so well done.
No,
but...
It took me like 2 hours to make up that theory, and you just ruined it.
Well, you know, that's the rules of the game. Tom should have done a better defence of it, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah, he could have done.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, I was ringing up to say about things that make you cringe.
Yeah, go on.
You know, like the material.
And you're happy to be called Smeg89, are you?
When I first got the email address, I didn't realise what that meant.
Okay. So you...
and so it was from like Red Dwarf and stuff.
Oh, of course. Oh, yes. That nonsense. Okay.
The material that divers have, you know, they make their suits out of, that material. I hate it.
What is that material?
Horrible.
It's not latex, is it? That would be kinky. No, it's I guess it's just called wetsuit material.
Yeah, it's horrible. Absolutely can't stand it.
So you don't like it? So have you ever worn a wetsuit?
Yeah, once, and I got it off within like 2 minutes.
Did you have your phobia before you put the wetsuit on?
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't...
I was forced to, and I took it off straight away.
What do you mean you were forced to? You're kidnapped and thrown into the back of a van and said, "Put this on! You will put this on!"
I was in the Scouts, and my Scout leader was forcing me to, and I had to.
No, I hate the Scouts. My Scout leader forced me to do something worse than that, let me tell you. That's a true story. Okay.
Well, I'm a girl. It didn't happen to me.
Okay, well, you know, it was my cub leader. Anyway, that's for between me and my therapist. And you've no idea where it comes from.
No, I don't. And I also hate, you know, the material that's in those horrible like beanie pillows with the little balls and. It's the same kind of stuff.
Oh, the little polystyrene balls?
Horrible.
I hate... I tell you what I hate. I just remembered another thing. If you stay in a really cheap hotel, like really crappy hotel, you'll quite often get pillows that have just got a block of foam in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't put my head on that.
The memory stuff.
Oh,
memory foam.
No, this is just like normal foam. I've not tried the memory foam. That remembers what you lie like.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Why would they do that? Why would they invent a thing that remembers what you lie like?
Well, I laid a one. It just feels like you're laying on the floor. It's horrible. It's not comfy.
When we went to Japan last year for our holidays and ting, they for some reason when we went before we didn't get this, but this year in all the hotels the pillows were filled with what felt like, you know, like rubber tube that you would use to siphon petrol from a car with, that kind of thick rubber tube.
Yeah.
Imagine that cut up into like a quarter of an inch. The pillows were filled with loads of that. It was the most uncomfortable headrest I've ever... I might as well put my head on some bones or something.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
I believe you have something to do with pathways as well.
Pardon?
Pathways.
Sorry. When I
don't sound surprised by me mentioning pathways. That's what we're talking about this evening. You've called in about it.
I was in Sofia, in Bulgaria.
Okay, yes.
And of course, as quite a poor country, all the pavements have got a lot of holes and cracks in them and things.
Right.
And I tried to make a shortcut back late at night and went through a pathway, like an alley, and there was like a massive ditch in the road that I didn't see, and I fell into this ditch thing. It's not really deep, but I fell over, and a transvestite prostitute helped me up.
Fantastic.
It was the most disturbing, yet I was kind of comforting that they didn't attack me.
And was it one of the sexy transvestites? Or was it a bloke?
It was pretty obvious.
It was a bloke in a skirt. Man, that's a shame.
But they were really nice. I was like, thank you.
I've had very little dealings with prostitutes in my life, you'll be pleased to hear, but on the occasion that I have spoken to them, I can't think of any off the top of my head, they've all been very nice.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So Bulgarian transvestite prostitutes are the nicest in... Are they in Europe? I think they are they? Is it Europe?
Yeah.
The nicest prostitutes in Europe. Smeg89, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Keep watching the Lost Initiative. We're nearly there.
I will.
Do you-
I will.
are you-
I'll
I-
send you that
Can I think
series.
I can say this here because it's not a Sky-sponsored forum.
Mhm.
I'm getting... this series has been a little bit dull apart from the last 3 or 4 episodes, I thought.
Yeah, definitely.
But
It started off slow.
It's getting better. I am worried with only, I don't know what it is, 6 episodes, 8 episodes, whatever it is left.
Mhm.
I am worried that Lost isn't going to give us all the answers.
I don't know. I reckon that they could just put them all into one thing and like kind of skip things and like do you know what I mean? I think they might just do it like half-heartedly. They won't put the effort
might
into
have.
it. You know what I mean?
They have a
Just
lot.
Do it really obviously.
They have a lot to tell us in not much time.
Yeah, definitely. I know. I think it's going to be a disappointment.
Oh well, the Desmond episode was one of the greatest, as they always are. Smeggaton, I'd love to talk to you.
Bye.
Take
thank
care,
you.
ta-ta. What a nice person.
No, that's not right.
Ian Lee. Ian Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Just, excuse me a second, I'm just blocking people from the Facebook page. I said no Lost spoilers. I said don't post any Lost spoilers, and there are idiots posting Lost spoilers. You get booted off quicker than anything for that, you muppets. You muppets. Right, let's go to Sebastian in Dartford. Good evening, Sebastian. Oh, no, you're on that fader. Sorry, Sebastian, you're there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, sir. What can we do for you?
Not much. Could you block that dude who's with the water pistol guy, the spammer, him? Daniel Son.
If he carries on a little, I will block him, but he's fine for the moment.
Cool stuff. Okay, you wanted to talk about stuff that's, like, you don't like to touch, right?
Yeah, things that set your teeth onto the edge. That's
Well,
what we've got
my
tonight.
ex-
Yes.
He used to always wear this, like, fleece thing,
Right.
and, you know, would be hanging out, and I would, like, hug him and stuff, and the fleece was disgusting. I hated it.
Would you say fleece? Well, I'm not quite sure I know what a fleece is.
It's sort of, it's like a jumper, but you know the jumpers are sort of a woolly material?
Yeah.
It's like towel material.
Ah! Why would he wear that? That's
I don't
crazy.
know. Disgusting.
And that would set your teeth on edge, would it?
It was part of the reason we broke up.
You say part of the reason. Come on, what was the
What?
other
No,
reason?
I'm not getting into my personal life.
It can't. You can't have just split up with him because he wore a fleece.
Obviously not, but it's not exactly a place for my personal life on...
Well, you've shared a little bit of it, Sebastian.
Yeah, well...
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on, Sebastian.
No.
I reckon he dumped you.
What?
I'm joking. I'm joking. Well, yeah. I know what you mean about fleece. If it's the material I think it is, it doesn't set my teeth on edge, but it has the ability to make me uncomfortable.
And when I was really young, I guess when I still lived in Spain, there was this in the gym, it was a floor that was just pure concrete.
Yeah.
And you'd be sitting down and your nails would suddenly scratch on it and it would be like, oh!
See, I don't mind the sound of and the feel of the nails on the chalkboard. That's the famous one. I quite like that.
Yeah, but you're strange. Oh, and also, you're talking about Nintendo old video games, retro stuff.
Yes.
I still own an NES.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm gonna go play Mario 3.
That'll learn you, won't it? Thank you very much, Sebastian. Let's go to... Midge!
Good evening!
Yes.
Talking about potholes.
Talking about Well, we weren't talking about potholes, were we?
I thought you was, because I fell down one when I was in year 5.
Well, in that case, we can talk about potholes. You know, how old are you, Midge?
28, almost.
Okay, right.
Will be this year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you was talking about wills, Ian.
Yes?
I think you should cash in.
How can I cash in on wills?
Well, get your mum to give you the money, because that's what we did, and we got our money and we bought a house. So.
Well, do you know what? I will let you into a little bit of my personal life, Midge, shall I?
Oh, go on then.
Shall I? Do you want me to? Do you want me to open the door and let you into a little bit of my personal life?
Might be scary, though.
It's not. It is. It's not funny. It's a little bit upsetting.
Oh.
That stopped you laughing like a lunatic, didn't it?
Yeah.
Listen, I can let you in and I can tell you a little bit of I can give you a little bit of personal stuff, but it's not funny and it's a little bit sad. or we can move on and just do some fun stuff.
I think we should move on and do some fun stuff.
Okay, you that's the choice you made, Midge. That's the choice you made, and congratulations.
I think that'd be best.
Okay. What are you doing this weekend, Midge?
Oh, just staying at home doing up.
What you do laugh like as though
Listen, Ian, I've always wanted to ask you something.
Go on, you ask me what you want.
Okay, what's the best way to spot a robot in disguise, and what are you legally allowed to do to monkeys and whales?
Why have you always wanted to ask me those questions, Midge?
Well, since I heard you ask them questions.
What is the best way to spot a robber in disguise? I don't know. Have I asked
No,
that?
robot.
A robot?
Yeah.
Oh, have I asked that question? That is a good question. Eloise, have you ever been asked that question? What's the best way to spot a robot in disguise?
No.
It's a good question, though. What is okay, well, I'll ask the question. What is the best way to spot a robot in disguise?
Yes, you did.
Unless you want about the Marina song, I'm not a robot in disguise.
Oh, maybe. She's good, Marina.
Oh,
She is good. I don't mean like that. I've seen a picture of her, but big knockers, but big 80s shoulder pads she's got going on there. What do I have to do to get her on this show? Forget Ben Jones, forget Jeff, forget Christian and all the other DJs that are on the station. I don't know who they are, I don't listen. Let's get Marina Diamond on this show. I know it's not her name.
I know how you can.
Go on, Midge.
Yeah, you can tell her your favourite position.
Right, you just got yourself cut off. What's an absolute idiot? Can we get Marina Diamonds on the show?
We need to grovel to James and Tim.
Let's grovel. Oh, no, I was slagging them off earlier. Balls. 0330 123 1215. Oh, my wife is on the Facebook at the moment being naughty, so stop it, Fandango, please. I can do a good falsetto. You commented this on last night as we were leaving the studio.
Yeah, you go really high, like your balls have gone up.
The balls have gone up inside my body. Got no balls anymore.
I can't believe you made a song out of that.
That's true, based on a true story. What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to Greece.
Oh, I'm going home to see my mum and dad.
That's kind of cool. I'm going to Greece.
That is cooler.
For the weekend. I like going to foreign countries for the weekends. It makes it sound more exciting than you actually are.
Like you're a jet setter who can afford weekends away abroad.
It's going to be... We're staying at my wife's aunt's, but it's going to be a lot of hassle getting there. But we're going to be abroad in a foreign country for a weekend. Living the dream. I was trying to stifle a belch there, as you may or may... You heard. Okay. It's got me bored all of a sudden. Is Mark Crosley...
Yeah.
He's one, is he?
Yeah.
Doesn't fancy starting early, does he?
We could ask.
Yeah, let's ask him.
Are you going to give him some of your money?
No.
Well, then he probably won't.
Well, there was a fella I had to fill in for once. I don't know, I can't remember his name. He's not here now because there was snow. Didn't even thank me. Didn't even thank me, let alone offer to write me a cheque.
Wouldn't you have got paid though?
Not at the extra. Not for filling in for an hour for him. No. Let's talk to some of these losers. James is in Cambridge.
Good evening, how are you?
Good. I'm fine, James. What can I do for you?
It's so spooky. A couple of things that you mentioned
yes.
At the beginning of the show have happened to me today.
Oh, we like this. This is it, James. I've been watching you. I was in Cambridge today. I was watching you, and this whole show is dedicated to you.
That was you in the bush, was it?
By the way, the web stream has gone down, apparently, Eloise, the Facebookers are saying.
Yeah, but also everyone in reply is saying if you just refresh it, it seems to be working
Just refresh
fine.
it! Sorry, James. Anyway.
Anywho, things that set your teeth on edge.
Yes, go on.
A new carpet fitted today in the house.
Oh, yeah.
And I had no idea how awful it was to walk on a new carpet in socks, and when your sock kind of moves along the carpet... without kind of lifting it, so it kind of breaks off.
Yeah, that's not pleasant, but... Have you had carpet fitted in the whole house?
Just the lounge.
Oh, that lounge must smell wonderful, though, doesn't it?
I'm laying on it right now. Oh, it's good.
Hey, you know the thing that I didn't know until after I got a new carpet fitted in the whole house, and I'd hoovered it? You're not supposed to hoover it for ages.
Somebody told me that today.
Yeah, I'd hoovered the whole house, and someone, you're not supposed to hoover it. And I don't know why. I think it dislodges it or something, or it shrinks it or something.
Meant to give it 2 weeks or something?
Something ridiculous. Imagine not hoovering your carpet for 2 weeks. It'd be filthy.
Eve, I've got 2 cats here as well. It's going to stink.
Yeah, it's going to stink. Our cat has gone mental, and she goes outside and goes to the loo. But for the last 3 months, I can almost trace it to the very day. She won't go outside and go to the toilet, and so she's been pooing in the bath.
No.
No, I know. So we've got the litter tray out, and that's fine, and we've done that, and she's been using that, and that's fine. But we've run out of litter today, and we're going to go away for a couple of days, even though the neighbours are going to be coming in and feeding her and stuff.
Yeah.
But so we've said, OK, well, let's try without the litter tray, which is a worry if we're away. Because if she poos in the bath, the neighbours won't see it. So we're going to come home, and we could have a bath literally overflowing with cat poo.
Man alive. Where are you going to bury it all?
We'll use it as fertiliser on the potatoes.
Yeah.
OK, but so you're saying pathways have come into your life today as well?
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. I've had the day off work today. It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been good. Because, as I say, the carpet was fitted. By the way, I did that thing. There was a chap that fitted the carpet.
Yeah.
And I did that awful thing where whenever I spoke to him, I slipped into Mockney.
Go on, let's hear, because you're quite a posh man. I want to hear your Mockney.
Thanks. He would, he'd tell me exactly what he was doing, and I was, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't know. Tea, coffee, what can I get you?
Oh, you sound like bloody Dick Van Dyke when you do that. That's wonderful. And but you can't help it when you've got workmen in your house. You can't.
Dumb it down, don't you?
You slip into whatever way they're talking. It's terrible. Well, we all do it. I don't know why. I think it's a middle class dilemma, James.
Yeah.
That we are embarrassed that we're not working class, and then we're also embarrassed that we're not upper class. We're never satisfied.
Indubitably. It was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pathways.
Yes.
Yes, I had a day off work today, and my daughter, who's 8, she said she's been begging to take me to this new playground that's like about half a mile away.
Fantastic.
And I said, go on then. Yeah, drag me there.
Yeah.
Listen
to you, grumpy boots. Take your daughter to a bloody park, James. Come on.
If you insist. I'd love to stay at home and tidy the house, but no, let's go to a playground instead.
Yeah.
So, so she said, I'll show you the way. So she led me this bizarre way through some paths, between some houses, over a ditch, for goodness sake. And we got to the playground. It was great.
Yeah.
And then when we finished, like 5 hours later, she said, right, I'll show you back the other way.
Oh, the other way.
The other way. Oh, okay. It was brilliant.
Oh.
She took me through down this path, between these hedges, over this hill that was just like made from earth that had been dug up from an estate somewhere. I felt like a proper child again.
Fantastic.
It was like over a bit of scrubland and then through a hedge. The best bit, it was like over one ditch, over another ditch, through this bit of scrubland where I found a what's the word? A kind of an abandoned Father Christmas model, just laying in the ditch.
Yeah. And then you went through a hedge as well.
Through a hedge, over a ditch, through a chopped-up bit of fence that had been pulled down by some other children. Oh, man, I felt like 7 again. It
James,
was great.
it is fair to say that you, in bunking off work today, for whatever weak reason you gave them, you have had the best day of anyone listening to this show, without a shadow of a doubt, because you have become an 8-year-old for the day, James, and it don't get no better than that, my friend.
Man, it was awesome. It was so good. But the playground was brilliant as well. We found... have you seen that TV show, Total Wipeout?
Yes, no, I've not seen it. I flicked on it and then thought I'm going to flick off.
It was awesome. We managed to kind of play. There's a round in the game where they spin people around on this kind of turny thing and then make them walk over like very narrow beams. We did that with a roundabout. I tried to make my daughter fall over and hurt herself. It was awesome.
James, can I say something?
Yes.
You're very, very weird.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee. Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Yeah, I've got a fantastic research job.
All of which makes me anxious, at times unbearably so.
Let's go to School Kid Will.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
So, what's that?
I was assuming you called in and had something to talk about. Am I wrong?
Yes, the things that get you off your teeth. Or what have you.
That get you off. Can I just say very quickly? I don't really read texts or emails out, but someone has sent in an email that I have to. Oh no, it's a text.
Right.
Rachel in London. I hate touching the freezer. I hate touching the freezer? Even hearing it open makes me sick. If someone in my house opens the fridge, I have to be out of the room, I'm assuming that's the kitchen, and I have to block my ears. That's weird. That is a proper weird one.
That's very odd, yeah.
Materials and things like that, you can sort of I can get my head around and kind of understand. But a freezer? Jeez, Rachel, that's how you ever going to live. Anyway, School Kid Will, what have you got?
I have got something, people have been talking about materials that just make you feel weird when you touch them.
Yes.
Not recently actually, quite a few years ago, when I was about 4 years old or so, I discovered this, the squeaking of polystyrene, the sort of packaging you get.
Yeah.
I discovered that the squeaking of that made me cringe uncontrollably. And it developed over the years, and unfortunately, at my cousin's second birthday a couple of weeks ago,
yes,
just as he opened up a nice sort of plastic wooden toy,
a lot of fun.
Indeed, he squeaked the polystyrene, and uncontrollably I screamed out a very obscure profanity that I probably shouldn't repeat.
Oh, would you say obscure?
Well, bollocks.
Okay, you repeated it. Well done. If anyone was offended by the category C swear word, then it's not that obscure, is it? I say that all the time, that one.
No, yeah.
Apologies if anyone was offended. I'm sure you weren't, because you're all mature listeners.
Yeah.
So you shouted that out at a 2-year-old's birthday party?
Yeah, all my family was in front of me, and I had to go away and rinse my mouth out with soda alcohol.
That's my call of the night. Well done. Superb work. That'll be tomorrow's show. Have you ever sworn at a child's birthday party? Will, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Cheers, my dears. Russ is in the Broomfield. Good evening, Russ.
Hold on a minute, Ian. Dawn, will you wait a minute? I'm sorry, Ian. I was a bit busy there. Hello.
No, hang on. What are you doing?
My girlfriend was with me, and
Dawn?
we were Dawn. Yeah, Dawn. Yeah.
Oh, Dawn. I think you said Don. Well, what were you doing?
She was a little bit busy. Elaborate.
I don't believe that for 1 second, Russell.
It's absolutely true.
She's pleasuring you. Well, she can carry on doing that while we're talking.
She can carry on.
Yeah, well, of course she can. Yeah, don't let me put her off her stroke.
All right, darling.
Can I hear Dawn say something?
Say, go on. Go on.
Dawn, are you really?
Yeah, she's a bit embarrassed.
What a mucky pup.
Yes.
Carry on, Dawn. Carry on. Don't let us interrupt you.
You said carry on.
I think.
Go on, carry on.
Hang on.
Oh, yes,
I think
you're carrying on now.
I think this is a radio first that we have got someone getting pleasured whilst we're talking to them on the phone.
This is going to be a bit difficult to concentrate. But I'm going to try.
You carry on, my friend. Go on. Let's hear what you've got.
I'm going to try. Dawn and I were listening to. We were listening to you earlier talking about the 70s show that you watched, and you didn't like it.
I didn't understand what the point of it was.
It was brilliant.
But what was the point of it?
Oh, hold on. Sorry, Dawn. It was brilliant.
But what was the point? This was a programme on BBC Two where some people went back to 1970s, and every few days it moved forward a year, and they got a colour TV.
Oh, it was amazing, though. Didn't it bring you back to your childhood when you was young?
My spare room looks like that, if I'm completely honest. So I couldn't. And it's fun to have all that stuff and to play with that stuff. But why did they make it? How's it going there? All right.
Oh, yeah. It's actually quite good. Yeah.
Okay. Why did they make a TV show out of it?
Because it was brilliant. It brought us old kids in our 40s, who's just over 40. Hold on, sorry. Yeah. It was brilliant. It reminded us of the stuff that we grew up with, and it was absolutely amazing, and we loved it. Didn't we, Dawn?
Dawn?
Oh, hold on, sorry. Yeah, go on, say hello.
Hello, Dawn? You all right, Dawn?
Yeah, hiya.
How's things going down there, okay?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. You carry on.
Gee, thanks.
Your pleasure.
No, not yours. Mine, I think.
Yeah, well, his. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay. Well, yeah, well, I think we should probably... The fireman.
Evening, Ian.
Dan, I'm sorry you had to follow that. I think we may have just got our first Ofcom there.
I'm liking the concept of radio fellatio.
Can I just say, for anybody under the age of 18 who is listening, what that lady was helping that man do was they were building some Lego, a Lego spaceship, and she was putting the wheels on. That's what was happening there before anybody... That's exactly what was happening there before anybody gets the wrong end of the stick. Unfortunate choice of phrase there. Daniel!
How are we going, my friend?
What can we do for you?
You're liking Marina and the Diamonds lately, aren't you?
I am liking Marina and the Diamonds. I think the two songs I've heard of hers are excellent.
Album's pretty good, too.
Sorry?
The album is pretty good, too.
Your accent's got even stronger this evening, Dan. Have you been drinking?
Yes, my friend.
I thought so, because I'm struggling to understand what the bloody hell you're saying.
Sorry about that.
Don't you apologise for coming from a region. It's not your fault, it's your parents' fault. The album is good, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. Well, actually going to see her in Sheffield on the 22nd of May as well.
What sized venues is she playing?
Well, that's the thing, because after this tour, I think it'll be a lot bigger. At the moment, it's fairly small. Have you heard of the lead mill in Sheffield?
Of course I haven't, no.
No, thought not. It's been going a lot of years, and it's a small to medium-sized venue, so get bands generally just before they make it big or play there.
So how many's held? What, 1,000? 500? 2,000?
About 500, maybe.
Okay, wow.
If that, maybe.
Fantastic.
So it should be good. I mean, I've been quite a few times, and I've never been more than about 12, 14 feet from stage. So.
Fantastic. Yeah, I would imagine the next tour things will heat up a little bit for her, and she will become very, very big.
I would have thought so, yeah.
Because I was a bit bored of all... every week there seems to be a new, slightly quirky girl singer coming out.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm getting a little bit bored of them, but she does seem very, very good.
I mean, I go by the songs, not by the hype, you know what I mean? So
yes, that's...
pretty good.
Well done, you. I don't care whether Lorraine Kelly says it's worth having or not. If they ain't got the tunes, I ain't interested.
Yeah, man. Oh, just by the way as well...
yes.
Enjoying the Convoy references last night.
Oh, well, looks like we got ourselves a Convoy. Convoy is one of my favourite films of all time. It's a superb movie.
So we're going to go up and sing the part of the theme tune, well, the song, but I'm a bit too dumb to do it.
I thought I had it on my iPod and I was looking for it. Arizona, noon on the 7th of June when they highballed over the pass. Bulldog Mac with a cat on back and a Jaguar hauling ass. We trucked all day and we trucked all night, Big Benny improving our style. You could tell by the smell we was heading for hell and the devil was Dirty Lyle. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I used to do that whole... I probably... If I thought hard enough, I will try and download an instrumental version of the Convoy song, and dear listeners, if I can find that, I will sing the whole goddamn thing for you.
That will be good, mate.
Dad, a pleasure to talk to you, mate.
Yours, Mel. Have a nice evening, mate.
Ta-ta!
I'm a real wild one. Wild one. Wild one. Wild one.
All of which makes me anxious, at times unbearably so.
The no repeat guarantee. Every weekday from 10 while you're at work.
Absolute Radio.
Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
For those of you that are tuning in late, I'm Gene Simmons and you're not.
All my life I've been searching for something.
It's time for the most dangerous part of the show. Triple M. Straight to air.
Yo, 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 bum rush to the show. This is Russ Williams. Call us on 0330 123 1215. Thank you.
And suddenly, it's 1:45 in the morning. What the hell happened? Time is going really, really fast. It's Wednesday, it's 1:45, virtually the weekend. I'm nearly 37. Where has the time gone? Dear listeners, are you finding that? Is it just me? Maybe there is something in this. Maybe time is actually speeding up. I wonder if this theory is discussed in Hot Tub Time Machine, the movie I'm looking forward to seeing more than kick-ass now. 0330 123 1215. We have got 15 minutes or thence about left. before Mark Crosley comes on at 1 o'clock and does his ting. So you can call up, come straight to air. Eloise is upstairs. While the cat's away, the mice will be running all over the shop. 0330 123 1215. If you're new to the show, you've never heard it before, this bit's slightly different. It's nicked from Tommy Boyd and various other people. You don't speak to Eloise, you call up and you go straight to air. Now, that means you can do pretty much anything. Things you can't do. You can't swear, you can't be libelous. If you do that, we have a 7-second delay here, so I can dump it. So it will never get broadcast. And you'll get kicked off and you'll get banned from calling the station ever again. Even if you've not told us your phone number, your number will appear on a screen. It is as simple as that. So with that in mind, 0330 123 1215, press button 1, and it goes like this. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, Line 1, you're on the air.
Wow, crazy times. You'll never guess who this is. I've never rung in before.
Do I know you?
You could say. I've met you twice.
Oh, Christ, you weren't that drunk girl at the gig, were you, who was trying to show me her watch?
No, not quite.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, when I met you, I was very close to you and wearing headphones.
Oh, Christ, I'm terrified now. Is it Nina?
It is Nina.
It's Nina!
Hello.
Hey, Nina, how you doing?
I'm really good. I've been listening to about the cringing things, and it's given me the heebie-jeebies.
Yes, I saw you posted on the Facebook there, and that must have... what sets your teeth on edge, Nina?
Right, in the cutlery drawer in my house,
Yeah.
we've got this teaspoon, but it's like, you know the old teaspoons that kind of rust and they go all manky?
Oh, I don't think it's rust. I think that's like that's tea. That's
Oh, is it?
stained
Well,
with tea.
It's really old. I reckon it's about as old as me.
Yeah.
And I just literally, I can't look at this spoon or touch it. So if I empty the dishwasher, it gets left there. And it just really gives me the heebie-jeebies. I just can't stand it.
It's one tea-stained spoon?
Yeah, it's just horrible. But I don't like metal anyway. If you put metal in your mouth, or that smell, you know that smell of metal?
Yeah, I do know the smell of metal.
Oh,
yeah.
I really can't stand it.
Do you know what? The thing is, if you can smell metal, that means you've got something wrong with your blood, I think, doesn't it?
Really? Oh, I hope not.
Or did I just dream that? I think it means you've got like a high iron content in your blood.
Well, that's weird because I've got an iron deficiency.
Oh, I think it means you've got low iron content in your blood.
No.
I think
I'm
so.
going to have to look that up now.
You know how, listen, here's a tip for you kids. You know how you can clean that spoon?
Well, I wouldn't want to because I wouldn't want to touch it
You get a bit of Milton. I'm not sure what Milton is, but you get some Milton, put it in some water, dip the spoon in there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. You've got a clean spoon, and maybe, young lady, that will clear your phobia of this spoon, and also you can clean up your attitude a bit. Or
Well,
something.
there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for the advice. I'll give it a go.
It's a pleasure, Nina. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye. Look, Sam Wilkins is trying to call in. He ain't getting on. Look, that means we've also got his home phone number. I'm going to jot that down and make a good use of that, you weirdo. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. You ready for the final round of the quiz?
Oh, hang on a minute. I'm just going to... Wilkins, I'm just putting a band sign by your number, and I'm just jotting your number down. Thanks for the information, Sam. Good night. I've got his number. Oh, sorry, line 3. What can I do for you?
Are you ready for the final round of the quiz of your career?
I am more than ready, brother. Bring it on.
Okay. At the end of one episode of Big Brother's Little Brother, you were seen in a wig doing what dance move?
Oh, no, that's a very, very good question. Was I doing robotics?
No, in fact, you were doing the worm.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I did do the worm, yeah.
Okay, second question. Yeah. You appeared on the All-Star Impression Show as what double act?
Steptoe and Son.
Very, very good.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
I'm so sorry, Ian. The third question is, what was it again? Oh, yeah. In The Persuasionist, you had to wear what illegal item of clothing in order to inconvenience one of your colleagues?
Do you know, I don't remember. I've blocked that whole thing from my mind.
Oh, it was underpants. Remember?
Oh, yes. Do you know when we filmed that, I actually showed him my penis. That's how I got... You see him giggle, but you wouldn't have seen it.
Really?
No one watched it. But I got my penis out, and you can see him actually laugh at the smallness of it. Well, I only
What's
got
that guy's name again?
Keaton, I can't remember what his name is in real life. I've had a complete persuasionist blank. I've tried to have it removed from my brain by therapy. I thought it was all right. It wasn't brilliant, but it got a lot of flack for being all right. It was better than Lab Rats, for goodness sakes.
I didn't see Lab Rats, actually. Can I be the show's official quizmaster from now on?
You certainly can, you weirdo. I don't know why you'd want that title, but you certainly can. Eloise, we got Sam Wilkins' mobile number as well now. Good days. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go!
Okay. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, bloody hell. Isn't the video to Hurt by Johnny Cash, really sad?
Yeah, it's very, very sad. That's the one where you see, clips of him younger than you see him old, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very sad.
And Jean Carter Cash is still alive in the video. Is that... Because there's just one clip where, she's standing on the banister, looking down at him. Is that when Jean Carter Cash is still alive?
I would imagine she was still alive in that clip, yes.
But she died not long after.
I'm not sure. I know she died around the time that they were making those American 6 albums, however many there are. I don't quite know at what point, but it's very, very sad. Very sad.
I came home and I watched it. I put the radio on mute to watch that, and it made my girlfriend cry.
It's beautiful, and it's a beautiful song. All of those American albums are just I say a joy is the wrong word. They're wonderful to listen to.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, thank you for that. There we go. So, Johnny Cash vibe. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian. I've got my guitar here. Can you hear it?
Yes, it's out of tune, but I can hear it.
Okay, I'm just going to stick my phone on the floor and I'm going to play a little solo that I learned today.
Okay. Let's have it.
Here's me balding up a solo live on National Radio. Hang on a bit.
Very exciting.
How did it sound?
Absolutely terrible, my friend. Seven, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I can't believe I'm on the radio.
You are.
Am I? Seriously?
Believe it.
Who is it?
What do you mean, who is it? Did you just say, who is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's me, you idiot.
Who are you?
Yeah, it's me. You're not on the radio now. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Speak to you.
Sorry? Okay. 5, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
All right.
Yeah. Noises that do my nutting.
Yeah, go on.
Peeling sellotape.
Really?
Yeah, it does my nutting. I can't stand it.
Why? I find that quite satisfying sound.
Every time it's peeled off, it sends a shiver down my body. Can't handle it.
I find that very strange. I find it a very, very satisfying, almost comforting noise.
It's not.
No, it is. 6, you're on the wireless.
All right, mate.
All right, mate.
Harry Trowbridge on the line.
Right.
Harry Trowbridge, the bloke you posted on Facebook.
Oh, right, yes.
You're right, mate. Yeah. I was the guy. I did a bit of sleuthing for you.
Yes.
And I found out that Kitty, she's not all she made out to be.
Right.
I don't know. It wasn't out of any kind of weirdness or something. I'm just a bit bored, to be honest. And I was looking at she's on this Muse forum, and they've got this little section called the Iain Lee section on the Muse forum. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they basically, you got your section on the Digital Spy where they yap on about that show was like that. It's basically pretty much the same premise.
Right.
On the Muse forum. They've got a whole section, all these geeky fans, Iain Lee fans, that go on there. But not just that, they kind of plan fake calls. They're like, oh yeah, tomorrow night, let's phone up as so-and-so in a fake voice. You know that French lady?
But that's all right. That's all right, isn't it?
No. Oh, well, that's, well, I guess it is, mate. But, other than that, I just thought, I'd call up to say, how you doing, geezer? You alright?
Oh.
Hi,
hello?
Hi, Ian Sandy.
Hello, Andre.
Oh, mate, how you diddling?
I'm diddling very, very well. How are you diddling?
Yeah, not too bad, but really, I'm not being funny or anything, but I'd like to speak to Eloise.
Well, you're lucky she's just walked in. Eloise, it's Andre. But surprisingly, he wants to talk to you.
Oh, Eloise?
All right, Andre.
Oh, how's it going?
All right, what did you want to talk to me about?
Well, really, my main question, because the show's nearly finished.
Correct.
Did you get me a message about the promos?
Yeah, I spoke to you yesterday about them.
Are you going to send them, Eloise?
Yeah, I told you I'd put them in the post today.
Have you put them in the post today?
Yes.
Oh, nice one. Anyway, I've just come back from a concert tonight.
Oh, yeah, was it some crappy band from the 70s?
No, well, sort of. Joe and Armour Trading.
Oh, I like Joe Armour Trading.
I thought it's not good, it was really good, it was.
Good.
Do you remember Drop the Pilot?
Drop the pilot, fly my balloon.
And you'll never guess what I've done.
I don't want to have a guess at what you've done. I really don't. It's probably sink a few pints and then knock one out. That's,
I'd love to know.
You don't want to know, Eloise. It's naughty, naughty, naughty. Well, another show stumbles to a disappointing anticlimax of an end. If you missed the show, well, there were some good bits, I think. Let's see what those good bits sound like condensed into 59 seconds.
Iain Lee. It's all just a little bit of history repeating on Absolute Radio.
I'm flicking something.
Well, hang on a minute. If you weren't killed, it would be... No, it wouldn't be all right.
Yeah, you might witness a breakup in a minute.
These things happen real life, real London.
Because you would cause an avalanche?
An avalanche.
I didn't say it wasn't good.
Yeah, all right, calm down.
It wasn't a feel-good movie.
Wooden spoons or chip forks?
One is you can run away and live a fantasy life, which doesn't work.
It's illegal to make a loud noise top of a mountain.
Stop following me around the internet, you freak!
So your boyfriend didn't get a happy ending?
Quite vigorously in the kitchen.
Did you have a bad experience with a wooden spoon as a child?
How can I use attention?
By gently pleasuring him. I'd make love to a French lady and impregnate her with my strong English seed.
I might even crash.
I love you!
Stop following me around the internet, you freak!
But you'd have to live in a canyon to be able to do that.
Iain Lee. He's back on the radio.
Absolute Radio.
Tomorrow at 11. FYI.
So? I know, I've seen. I'm worried I may have transgressed some sexual lines today that could get us an Ofcom. It's a bit of a rude show tonight. But I know how you can escape from getting in trouble. You do a super clean show tomorrow, and then they can't touch you, because it's like swings and roundabouts, ups and downs. Balance is the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Eloise. Good work, as always.
Bye.
See you tomorrow at 11. Mark Cross is up next. Ta-ta.